No, he's right. Okay. All right. Welcome to Eavesdrop, the best conversation you will ever listen in on. I'm the guy who's fly, Esper.
I'm the guy who's always late, Nuveaux.
And I'm just Chris, y'all. Just Chris.
It's fucking Chris. Let's go. What the fuck are we talking about today, Chris?
All right. Number one, investing, because some of y'all just want to be broke for the rest of your lives.
Mm-hmm. It'd be like that.
Yes. And number two, we did a little experiment on the little trial on dating apps. We did. I don't.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Okay. We have opinions. We have opinions.
And then that'll take us into
we got material for y'all.
what you should do on dating apps. Flirting.
Oh, you figured it out?
What?
Yeah,
All right.
Wow, he figured it. He got it. He got it.
to it.
He knows what the
Let's
fuck
get
to
into
do.
it.
All right, so investing.
All right, investing. Wait, hold on. Dead ass.
That's kind of like the I don't know. Investing in something I didn't really want to put my feet into like that.
It's a general topic.
It
bro.
is a general topic, but it's still. I mean, like, okay, it's a general topic. Like investing, what, like stocks?
It could have been anything. It could have been anything,
cool.
bro.
Yeah. I like the thought of investing time into things and such.
No, okay. I think we're doing monetary investments.
We are.
I mean, he could chime in. He could chime in with his. Time.
I was gonna talk about stocks, but
I just want to talk about like what we should be doing like right now. Well, first I want to go off and plug a book. It's called Rich Dad Poor Dad.
We're not sponsored by them. Just want to.
Yeah, Robert Kiyosaki.
yeah,
I don't even know if he knows how to make money like that, but it just seemed like good advice.
He's the one who
His
made.
investment was just writing the book. That was he just wrote the
He
book.
snapped.
Oh,
he,
no.
he made this game called The Rat Race, which is like a game like I played with some of my friends, some of our friends. You played it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boring.
He was the one, but it teaches you a lot
Yeah, that
about
shit
like the
does sound
course of.
boring.
No, it was boring. It's literally just adding, subtracting, and like
It was only tedious because we were doing the mathematical work manually, but there's an online version where you can literally just like play your way through
Yeah,
it.
it's
but that
literally
shit sounds
just
buzz.
it's literally just a game where like you just, if you get money, just throw it back out there.
No, it's like chance. There's chance involved. There's setbacks involved. Like you could have a baby in that game, and then be like, all right, boom.
Oh, a board game where you can have a baby. What is this, fucking Sims the board game? Shut the fuck up. Get out of here.
Get out of
Get out of
here.
here.
What is it?
Sims
Life?
whack. Right? Exactly. Like
No, but like
investing board game.
it's
You
interesting.
found,
board
you
game
found
where
$50 on the floor. Go.
It's interesting.
All right, but if you get that shit in Monopoly, you be like, all right, nigga, bet.
Yeah, because Monopoly,
Shut the
fucking,
fuck up. You
I'm
can go to
collecting
jail
rent off
Monopoly.
you, niggas.
Ooh, jail Monopoly.
Wait, hold up. Yeah, it makes. All right.
Ooh,
All right, hold on.
yeah.
That's
There we go. There we go. That was perfect.
And I'm back.
But no. So this book,
No, you're clipping.
Oh, I'm clipping.
Yeah.
this book, it talks about like how this guy, he had a rich dad and a poor dad, and he explains how his poor dad is the one that got taught that we should go to school to get a job, accrue all this debt, and just work the rest of our lives, just
Work through it.
yeah. But his rich dad didn't go to college, barely got a high school education, and is making all this money by just investing his money smartly. But yeah, investing his money. Like, you don't have to make a lot of money to be rich in life. There's lots of things you can do to
I think that quote was way deeper than you realize. What you just said. You don't have to make a lot of money to be rich in life. That's like I think that's way deeper than like what we're saying, right? That was like some Confucius shit.
Yeah,
You feel me?
there's levels to it
That was
too.
like way deeper than just an investment conversation.
There's levels to it too, because you can make like
You feel me? Like
you can make minimum wage and be happy, but you can also make
Memories.
no, nigga, make bands.
thank you
Drive quicker on
Thank
Versace
you.
pillows. You feel me?
and make money, lots of money, and still be not happy. But in itself, most of us would rather be financially free
Yeah.
than working our whole lives.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know anyone that would rather be on the streets, but I for one would like to be financially free.
I only know people who move like they would rather be on the streets, but I don't know people who actually want to be on the streets. But you know,
literally, but not actually.
not actually, but you know, yeah, it's a mentality that not a lot of people are like actively. I don't know. They dawn on themselves with that.
I mean, I'm for the streets, but I don't want to be on the streets.
I'm from the streets. Don't mean I want to stay in the streets.
Turn that, just we moving. You feel me?
Okay, so investing. What are our personal experiences with investing?
I've looked into it like a window shopper through the glass, and just getting into the software of like there's this thing called Thinkorswim, which is like this what's it called, interactive simulation.
It's more than just a simulator.
It's an actual brokerage. Wait, he's talking more specifically about stocks. Yes.
Yeah,
it's talking about paper trading.
Yeah. No, I know. It's an actual brokerage. So when you want to invest in stocks, you want to trade on a platform, you go to something like Thinkorswim. I have to explain this to people.
No, Thinkorswim, you don't actually trade real money. It's just
you can.
There's two versions. More people use Thinkorswim for actual trading than.
Oh, okay. That's not my experience.
But no. Go ahead with your experience.
My dad has been a big proponent of trying to get me into stocks, and I like do enough things with programs, and stocks. The one for stocks wasn't one that I was getting into, because when I do things, I do them like balls deep. I go 6 feet deep into it, and stocks isn't something I was like, all right, I want to put all of my time into learning stocks, because then to like keep to regularly upkeep it, I have to chime in every day from like 9 to 5? 4. 9 to 4, and that's not
9:30 to 4.
That's not something I can't see myself waking up and be like, all right, let's check the stocks, and then like tracing every bump, every tick, every trend, every fucking support, every.
It's not. It can be that difficult.
It can,
or it can be not that difficult. It's just a matter of how you want to. That's trade. There's levels to trading. There's different types of trading.
I didn't even know that, but like the only model that I had for trading like visually is my dad, and when I walk by my like living room, I can see him just like when he comes in from work, he just gets on the computer and trades stocks till he goes to sleep, and it's like, all right, is that how invested I need to be into this? And that's not something that's very appealing to me. So like, yeah, investing.
Talk about your time, like what you have been doing with your time, because it could just also be time.
Just pursuing things that like I can see myself really, what's the word for it? Not divest, indulging, like passionately and with fulfillment in the later stages of my life. So it's like, just building foundation.
If y'all didn't know, Nuveaux is a photographer, a digital design artist, an audio
music
producer, and he has just a various list of things you can do. Yeah. Hit him up if you ever want like a picture, like
just a picture,
edited.
If you ever just want if you want a picture, literally, if
he will send you a cute picture of a dog.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm the man for eyes.
For visuals, yeah.
Visuals.
If you need anything visual,
and then E over here.
No, it's okay. We don't need to advertise me. It's
okay.
They know who the fuck I am.
Yeah, I was just for context.
Do they? Okay, I'll go, since I feel like you know the most about investing. I'll be second up. I'm not the type of person who is very into the idea of investing, more specifically because it deals with mercantilism, and I don't like buying or selling things as a business model. Like that whole process, it just on a fundamental level, like I dislike that. I prefer service jobs, like service positions where I'm providing a service that has a set price. There's no changing of the set price with the market or anything like that. So investing was something that was very far off, but I was like, fuck, I need money. So I got into stocks, cause I have friends who like make ridiculous obscene amounts of money off of it. At first I thought it was like, I didn't think it was going to be no get rich quick, easy thing, but like, Nuveaux just said, I didn't realize like how tedious the process was every day. I'm not on it from 9:30 to 4 o'clock, but I'm on it from like 9 to 11 and then back on 2:30 to 4 o'clock. And it's just, I was very optimistic about how things were going, how this and that, especially because like I have the Thinkorswim, I have all my charts set up, I have this and that. I have a good group of people who throw out a healthy amount of signals that usually work. Signals are like basically like instructions, like, oh, this is gonna go up, this is gonna go down, blah 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 blah. But I don't know. I think last week was a really bad week for the market.
Tank.
And just really really like changed my view on it. I'm not gonna lie, it really did, and I'm not the only person.
Esper's mojo's gone.
But if there is a plus out of this whole thing, it's that I did learn a magic trick.
Wow!
From investing.
Look at that! Yeah.
Positive experience from this negative. Yeah,
Explain this magic trick. Explain this magic trick.
So the magic trick is you put any amount of money into this stock called COCP, and then boom, it's gone. It's just fucking gone, just like that.
Oh, that's from. So what he's trying to say is there's this guy he on Twitter, bro. He's like, this stock is gonna go up. It's gonna go up, bro. There's so many people invested in this, man. It's gonna go up. Just wait. Put your money in.
Y'all sleeping on this?
Your money will go from high to buy, dumb quick, bro. Like it's gone,
bro.
What is it like? It's down. It's down.
Oh yeah.
It's not even. I feel like it was a widespread drop. I don't think it's that specific stock.
No. But no, we're talking about specifically this one stock, like from before last week. Just we bought in at $1.50.
He got you,
and it's at like 80 now.
He's an inside trader. He gets people to buy in.
Wait, you said you got it at $1.50?
Yeah.
And it's what now?
Like 80 cents.
What? Oh, I heard 80. Like I was like, it's
80 cents.
80 cents.
Yeah.
Sheesh. 80 cents.
Yeah.
Dang.
But yeah, no. So I'm gonna piggyback off Esper. I've been getting into stocks. I've been into stocks. That's literally what I did all throughout our quarantine.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice.
And I've been reading. I've been buying books. I've been just getting into it. And this book that I was talking about, Rich Dad Poor Dad, also goes into the fact that one of the chapters is on it's about how rich people buy assets and poor people buy liabilities. Mm-hmm. An asset is literally anything that makes you money, and a liability is anything that you just spend frivolously on. You can't make any money off of it. Something that's just basically sitting there. So all I'm going to say is, well, not all I'm going to say is, but so for all you people buying your $70 of tequila and driving an '01 Corolla, yeah, you're not doing it right. So
he came here and decided to use our platform that we created together to
slander,
to hate. he was like, wait, is it 10 o'clock in the morning? It's the perfect time to hate on some niggas. Like,
no, bro. You see, like, violence. Bro, you see. Look, until you can wake up and just have money just rolling into your pockets, I don't think you should be like really indulging on $170 plus bottle of tequila.
I'm trying to buy $160 pair of sneakers, bro. I mean, like,
yeah, I got these $100. I got like 3 pairs of $100 shorts that like I'm eyeing. Like, yo, it's good.
That's messy, and that it's in shoes. But if you don't tend to like have them walk and then $1 comes out of them,
okay. Here's the thing. You're getting into some light classism here. Is what I hear happening.
Classism.
And
what am I saying?
I'm not even gonna make this conversation super woke. But look, people need to enjoy life. No matter how much money you have, everybody deserves to have things, to have nice things, to have things that bring them joy, and that's the bottom line. So yes, it's foolhardy to spend all of your money on just material purchases and not make any type of investments. But there is a bar of entry for investments. You have to have a certain amount of money to really start making money. Mm-hmm. And not everyone is at that amount of money. Furthermore, this isn't information that everyone just easily has access to. So it's not like, I mean, it is Googleable, don't get me wrong, but it takes hours upon hours of research as opposed to people who are in better positions like homie with the rich dad who can just be like, this is how shit works. Oh, yeah. When it's not something you grow up hearing, it's not something you grow up thinking about or knowing is a thing. It's not like we can all just suddenly be like, you know what? fuck those Off-White Prestos. I'm a download Robinhood. It's a bit more complicated than just saying, yo, stop buying tequila and fucking get on Thinkorswim. But I do hear what you're saying though. Like, nigga,
Listen,
like buy a $70 bottle of tequila, not $170.
The rest into how do you guys feel about like Acorn, things that do like that minimal investing?
I think
What, that's automated?
that's something where I would dump like
cents on the dollars.
Yeah, no, that's something I'd like. That's something like I just put like my spare change into.
I mean, that's literally the design of the
Yeah,
whole
I
thing.
wouldn't even. I feel like
It's not intentional. Like if it's not like you're trying to get this stock at this price. Then it's
I feel like if you're gonna be in something,
it-
do it to fucking
that's
it.
That's exactly why I didn't get into stocks because like I'm like 60%, 65% like into it mentally, but like I'm not like for me to follow with like physical actions. Nah, that's not gonna happen until I'm like 78, not even 70, 85, 90. And I'm like, all right, I need to do stocks. Like if I was in a situation, not back to the wall, but I felt like the pressure was up and I needed to get some money, then I could look into stocks. But even then, I would look into
and that is, sorry to interrupt, but that is like the wrong time
Yeah.
to try to get into it unless you are a fucking stock guru. Or you just get dumb lucky on your first or second play. Like when you need that money is like the wrong time. Because unless you have a huge amount of money to come in with, you have to build up. You have to build up. You have to do a lot of smaller deals.
Yeah, that's why it's so tough. And that's one of the things that game Rat Race tells you about. Like you have to make a lot of smaller deals before you can actually afford the big deals, which give you exponentially more money.
Yes.
And it's like it's true. That's saying that they have like it's so much easier to make money when you have more money.
Yeah.
Like it's hard as fuck to get like 100,000, but from 100,000 to $1 million, it's like all right, bet. Yeah, so
I just wanted to just have some type of like wokeness in this segment and try to explain to everyone that life isn't about that isn't just about going to school
life
and
isn't about
working.
the enjoyable things. Oh no, I'm sorry. Oh whoa. You said going to school, working.
Yeah.
It's not the traditional and the enjoyable things. It's about getting spread up.
Thanks for interrupting me. What I was saying is that there's different paths you can choose, and going to school is one of them. Being a manager at a restaurant's one of them, and just do what you're happy at, what you're happy doing. But I know that everyone wants to have some type of like financial freedom that they won't have to wake up one day and have to worry about going to said job or whatever it may be that they do that they rely on to make rent or mortgage, etc.
I feel like stocks is definitely one of the like safest ways to sustain yourself at the point where you can be financially secure and not have to worry about putting in like that much more work into it and maintaining it as opposed to like a job. But it's hard for me to see someone really being like, well, I can't really speak for myself, but like being happy, like getting fulfillment from actually like putting in the hours to make those things happen, like stocks. Like if I wake up,
You said it's hard to see someone, picture someone being happy.
like,
Oh no,
with stocks,
when that play comes through and your account goes super green.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna disagree with you there. When you sell that option and your shit goes up, when you sell a contract that you paid $15 for
It's
and
like
you
a
just
drug.
made $130, that's a hit, bro. That's dopamine. That is dopamine. Your brain is like, open the floodgates.
It's like, what are we going to next?
Right.
What are we doing next?
That was, and I'm lucky I had that type of feeling early on, but yeah,
it has ups and downs.
It's good to get those downs though, because you work through them, and then when you come back in, you're like, all right, I know what I did last time that I'm not going to do again.
It's still so many factors. You're subject to just like external events.
there is
That's
always
one thing,
some amount of luck.
Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely.
Unless I'm always gonna say this little unless, because I know there are people who like fucking will read that shit and be like, read a chart from today and be like, next week at 3 p.m. on a Tuesday. Like, I know there are people out there who are that good, but the average person is not that person. And also, I'm not even going to get into like how more people being into stocks
Will
affects the market significantly. I'm not even going to get into that, but that is a thing that does have an effect.
Mm-hmm. It's a reflection of like opinions, like consumer opinions, or not even consumer opinions. Just
no, not in like literally on how the money is moving, having more hands, moving more. It does have an effect.
Yeah.
And eventually, I do want to get into real estate, but that's
that
one. It's tough. Well, maybe like I don't know. There was a period of time where some of us were trying to like get a real estate license, and one thing, like one of the binding things about a real estate license is that if you're not like continuously pursuing it and furthering your education, your license it gets halted. Like if you don't renew your license by taking this course or moving on to this next course, then after 2 years, like that's just revoked. So it's like
it expires
again. It's not. I tried to get into it, but I got halfway through the course and I was like, oh, God, let me go on Photoshop.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I also did want to warn people, like they call it mattress money, the money that you save under your mattress, but it could be in a bank account. It's just money that you keep saving, that's building and it keeps saving. If you guys didn't know, there's this thing called inflation, and that will eat at your money about 2 to 3% every year. So there are better things you can do rather than just saving your money. You
guys heard it here. Don't save your money. Don't save it.
Make it work for you.
Y'all know like the economy is about to crash like fairly soon, right?
You see, and those are the people. That's why.
No, I mean,
he's a bear.
I'm not it's good to have both. It can be a bull and a bear, but the government has been pumping money into businesses to keep them afloat for the pandemic, and after a while, like they don't really know. No one really knows when they're gonna stop doing it, but they're kind of estimating it's gonna like stop soon.
Yeah, nigga, we just gonna overthrow the government and shit gonna be cool. All right,
do that.
Boom, just prison abolition. Boom. All right, nigga. Okay, investing. If you do it. If you don't, consider it. Boom.
That's fair.
Right?
Like it.
Yeah.
All right, next topic.
Oh my God.
Dating apps.
Okay. Wait, let me.
Oh,
what did I do? Oh, I stopped it.
Yeah. Let that shit play out.
Y'all didn't know. You just got 3 air horns. You just got 3. Bam, bam, bam. Okay, so this I had an idea for let me give the backstory. I had never used any form of any dating app prior, and I was just like, it's the pandemic. People aren't doing in-person dating anymore. Things have shifted. Less people are interested in dating, but those who are definitely doing it through dating apps. So I was like, you know what? Let's talk about dating apps. And I hadn't done any, so I talked and we were like, yo, let's make fucking dating app accounts. So all 3 of us made a Tinder, a Bumble, and a Hinge.
Tell us your experience on each one.
Oh my God.
Okay, so I'm gonna start. Like I said before this, I had never used any dating apps, and I wasn't really looking to use any dating apps. I prefer meeting people in person. There's so much you can get from physically in-person interactions. I'm not even gonna be like, oh, your aura and all that shit. But there's a lot of
you have to talk to them.
There's a lot of non-verbal communication that happens before I speak to somebody. If I look at them, I'm already reading like their body language, their body posture, and all this, and I'm gaining insight into it. Not to make myself sound like I'm some fucking savant or no shit like that, but you know,
like psychoanalyze.
Yeah, exactly. And then there's the whole, when you're having a conversation with someone, the minute facial expressions in their eyes and everything that you can read, that is just not there through dating apps. So I was just I wasn't super keen on dating apps. I had no plans on getting on dating apps. I'm not even really trying to date right now. So honestly, this whole shit was really just for today.
It was like a dip in the shallow end.
Yes. So
was it shallow? I mean, okay, let's see.
No, you made that shit deep. But we'll get back to you.
Well, yeah.
So setting up the accounts was fucking a lot more than I expected. There's so much, just like, it's hard trying to figure out what type of impression you want to leave on a person through these pre-planned questions. Yeah. They don't let you ask your own questions and answer. It's like, how do you could go like the funny route, but then this shit has probably already been said. You could be super personal, but then you're giving away too much at the beginning.
Sharing.
Trying to figure out how much to say was just fucking tough.
I feel like you overthought it a little bit.
He is overthinking it.
Here's 3 pictures of me. Let's move it.
Well, look, I'm
305 till I die. Let's keep it going.
I'm someone who's so like
meticulous.
Everything I do, it's like very meticulous. Like,
here's my face, here's my car, here's my house. Come on.
So here's some gas money.
I made sure I let them know I was 6 foot. Nah,
bro.
In the bio, 6 foot.
My God.
6 foot.
We're gonna get into that.
Okay.
King that is 6 foot.
So as I started using it, first,
let's start with Tinder.
Yeah, Tinder was just overall the best one. Tinder was the one where I got matches. I didn't get any matches on any of the other apps.
Any?
I got no matches.
Wait.
Same.
To get a match, you actually have to like both be on there.
Yeah.
How much were you using Bumble and Hinge?
A fair amount for the first like 2 weeks, and when everything started.
It's been like 2 weeks.
No, it's been like 3 weeks.
It's been like 2
Yeah. So after 2 weeks of using those shits, and then also just the not selection, but the user base on those 2 apps was so much less appealing to me and my personal tastes.
I feel like Bumble had it right. Bumble got a lot of it right for me more. Hinge, I gotta tell you something.
Tell us.
Y'all need. I can't. That's just. I'm not gonna. Just
y'all need
berate
what?
these people.
Oh.
Hinge needs like different pools of people. Like, all right, let me get the Lux dating package. And
I'm just gonna say Hinge was fucking dead.
Yeah, Hinge was dead.
Oh, it's really easy to press this X.
Hinge was dead. Hinge was super dead.
Don't do Hinge.
Don't do Hinge.
I got like 1-2 matches on Hinge, not like overall, but 2 matches that I actually like initiated contact with. Fucking worthless. I mean, like, it's so people don't even like to communicate through dating apps, like,
which is so dumb. In their bios, they're always like, "I'm not on here. Go to my Instagram."
Swear to God,
you just want to follow, bro. You just want to follow.
No, what do I look like? I saw you on Tinder and I had to come to Instagram. No,
I'm gonna start off as a match on Bumble to end up as a request message on your IG. Fuck off.
There you go.
You got me.
There you go.
Up. They be doing free promotion. Like, you want me to be a girl?
They just want to follow, bro.
Yeah, they could get.
Yeah,
they just want the likes.
Bro. Okay, so yeah, basically, like we all just fucking consensus on. Hinge sucks,
and then sucks.
And Bumble wasn't any better.
Yep. Bumble was
no better.
I can say I had a more interesting experience with Bumble only because of the way that I entered it. When I entered it, I did the Bumble BFF mode because that was just the default they gave me. And then at first it was just straight dudes, and I was like,
what the fuck?
I don't know what's going on. What the fuck? No.
You entered with BFF?
Yeah, they have different modes. They have dating, they have BFF, and they have business.
Shit!
They have a career version.
That's weird.
I might try that out.
That does sound interesting, but still weird.
Try that out.
Yeah, so I was just swiping left on dudes, and there were a couple of dudes I was like, wait, you seem interesting. Swipe right, and I got 2 matches, and I was like, okay, this is awkward. So after like a day of conversing with them, like you spend a day talking to someone, and like if it goes on to the next day, it's like, all right, what's going on here? Like, I'm not gonna go into the next day continue the same conversation.
Yeah, I feel like it's a short conversation, and then you just go meet up.
I'm not even trying to.
But he's talking about he was on BFF mode.
Yeah. This is with dudes. I'm not trying to. I'm really like,
no.
oh yeah, you wanna? No. I was like,
but that idea was deaded from the beginning.
yeah. I was like, okay, how do I fix this?
Well,
I got on the date mode, and that it's interesting. I like the selection that Bumble has. I got like a good amount of matches, but the one thing I will say is that their fishing net, like when you would get a match, they don't hold it. It's like a fucking plate of hot food.
Yeah, because you rely on the woman.
They have to message you within 24 hours.
Yeah.
It's so that they can stop like sexual harassment and everything. But all that leads to is women just being like, hey. And then the shit's in your fucking court. Like, bro.
Every time, hey, I'm like, what's up?
Hi.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Greetings.
NM. I didn't even say nothing much. NM.
Yeah, bro. So Tinder was by far the best out of all of them.
Wait. Okay, we heard from you. You didn't get anything from
From Bumble or
Hinge.
Tinder.
or
Chris.
Hinge.
Or Hinge,
I want to hear from Chris about like what we
Both dead.
But
both dead. Damn, I actually like those. I got like a video call. That was like the peak.
You can video call?
Yeah, I got a video call.
She was
From
naked?
what?
It was
She was naked.
Nah. I mean, she was nice.
How did he begin? He's so friendly, dog. He's so friendly, bro.
Okay, first off, the way she messaged me first off was on some like play shit. She was literally just fucking around, and I was like, whatever, play along. And then like a couple days later, maybe like a week later,
This is on what chat?
WhatsApp. I don't use WhatsApp.
On which app? On which app?
Bumble. Bumble
Okay.
was the one with the video chat. Yeah, but it was literally at the worst time. Like I got the call, and then some shit happened in my house that I had to take care of. So I was like, I answered, and I was like, I can't talk. And then after I got done with my thing, I was like, oh, hope we can like chat for real. Like
So
literally,
that shit was dead.
that shit, it was dead, but like I enjoy the potential that it had. Like I don't know, bro.
She was dead. Okay, and then
To Tinder now.
To Tinder.
where
This is
we
what
can
we
actually
all got play.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yes.
Wait. Bumble. One thing about Bumble, and Hinge, that height shit, bro. I'm not for it. I'm not for it.
You didn't have to tell on yourself like that. I don't think our viewers know how tall you are, bro.
I mean,
but now they know.
I really don't care. I think it's not about. I don't know. I can't really tell them not to be, but I just think.
And that's what's part of what's wrong with dating apps. You can be so superficial, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can be
Okay.
I'm not
Wait.
really-
On the topic of superficiality in dating, he says superficial, and you're kind of saying you're not.
I just said picky.
Yeah, picky.
And that's fine. I'm not telling them not to be. I'm not telling like don't be picky. I'm saying like damn, like the deal breakers a lot of times aren't deal breakers in like real life. Like you can meet somebody that's like, oh, ideally I want someone who's like 5'10" at least, and then like you see the last person they got with is like 5'7", 5. Like it's yeah. I noticed it in the same way that I was going through selections of like women, and like that shit, like okay, swiping left, sure, swipe left on who you want to, but as a fishing net, it's not a good idea. I figured it out like 2 weeks in. I was like, you know what the fuck? You get like a limited amount of swipes every day. Just swipe right on everybody.
Nigga, you were running out of swipes?
purposefully, like swipe right on everybody.
How long did that take?
That's why you got so much play.
Like
He
3.
was just
No.
No.
When I did that,
Like 3 what?
Like 3 minutes of just swiping.
Oh, then they gave me way more swipes.
That's no. That's because you were swiping left a lot of the times. They give you right swipes. Like when you like somebody, you get a limited amount of liking people. So you just spam those, and literally like people who don't like you don't match. People who do like you match.
Oh.
And then after they land in your messages, you can just be like, oh, I actually don't really want to do this. That happened to me with Bumble. Like the girls who were like, hey, I was like, you're not even like a match that I really wanted, so I'm just not take that.
So all right. So Bumble, what was the callback? Why'd you bring us back to Bumble? What was the message?
He just got a call back at a wrong time, and then it was dead after that.
No, not that.
Oh, he was saying the height shit. He was saying fuck the height shit.
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
He's saying women. He's a 5'2" king, and he deserves love too.
What's wrong with 5'2" kings?
I'm not like,
What's wrong with him?
they just don't understand the latent potential of being like on top. But I'm not even gonna talk about my height. But I'm not 5'2". Just I'm somewhere.
All right, but some of us are. So what's the problem with this shit?
Okay, so Tinder, where apparently this is where the bad bitches in Miami fucking you. Man, first off, dating apps kind of suck because you see a bad bitch, right? And you just have to swipe right and hope. You gotta send one up to Allah that shit swipes right on you too, nigga. Because that might be the only time in your life you see this fucking 10 is on Tinder. That
and
shit
if you
is
swipe too hard, like swipe not too hard, too fast, you might like didn't even get to see that.
Bro, my shit is sometimes like no bullshit. Like I would accidentally be swiping like right, or I'd be swiping the wrong way.
Yeah, that happened to me so
Just
often,
because you're trying to look through the pictures, boop, oh, nope. Now she's gone forever. Now she's gone forever. Now she's gone forever.
Let me read your bio, super like.
Yeah.
All right, look.
Yo,
I wasn't trying to gas your shit.
It doesn't even come back as a like. It's just like, oh, you just wasted your fucking super like and somebody didn't match you. So it's like, damn.
But okay, so you okay, boom. You've been swiping on Tinder for a while, and boom, you get your first match. Oh shit, it's a girl you actually, you're cool with. Okay.
I like damn near like I got my endorphins, whatever you call that shit, was jumping the moment we matched. I was like, wait, no. I saw her profile and I was like, ooh, right. And then like a day or so later, we matched, and I was like, oh, okay, nice. This was on Tinder, and then I went on Bumble, and then we matched again, and I was like, all right, look, I'm gonna go get the ring. Just tell me what finger size you wear.
How did it go?
We had like a short conversation, exchanged some songs, and then it moved to Snapchat.
Not your fucking phone number. Why would it move to Snapchat?
Because that's just where it. All right, girls aren't really privy to giving out their phone numbers. They have Snapchat and social media as a first barrier.
So how long was that first how long was that conversation before it moved to Snapchat? How long was that interaction?
Before it moved to Snapchat, over a couple of days. But it was like
give me your fucking timeline for how long you expected to keep up digital communication with this girl before you actually meet her in person.
It really depends on the pacing of both parties. There was one.
I didn't ask about the other party. I asked for you. How long were you planning on doing digital conversation?
Max 2 days. But
you said it was over a couple of days.
Yeah, because there was 1 day of communication, and then the conversation like stopped. But it was still like something that like a question I asked, and then like 2 days later I was like, damn, I thought you were really gonna put me on. And then she was like, oh, my bad. And then the conversation continued, and then we moved to Snapchat. That's just what happened. Like I had another Bumble. I don't know. Whatever. I think whatever. I forget which one. That it moved from that same day of the match to like a FaceTime, and like that shit still dead. And
just a note, Nuveaux was the only one that got to like personally meet one of these.
Oh yeah,
7 matches.
He's the only one who got a link.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But so let me go back to my story. You're fucking swiping right. You're like, why is no one fucking matching me? Boom, you get your first fucking match, and it's one of the baddies. You was like, damn, I hope I see her again.
It was one of the baddies.
So who said this was about me, nigga? This is a fucking hypothetical. It is about me.
All right,
so
you got me.
You're fucking.
Just for a friend.
You're like, all right. You go in the mirror, you talking your shit to yourself. This I don't do. That's OD. And you come up with a good punchline. You like, you know what? This one gonna knock a bitch out. You fucking type it. You send it.
Nothing.
Reply.
Nothing.
No reply.
Nothing.
No. You got a text for your mom? No, not her. Still no reply.
Yeah, bro.
Your PCS will be charging you $145.
And it's just fucking. It's nothing, bro. No response. And you're like, all right, you know what? That's okay. You boom, you get another match. You're like, all right, I'm gonna send the right hook this time. No response. No response. You're like, all right, this is getting weird. You get a third match, but that was an accident. You unmatch her. You get one match.
You get those accidents.
You get it.
I swiped right by accident.
I'm like, ooh, I didn't.
No, I unmatched. I'm like, look, I can't. This is not on my track record.
Fourth match, it ends up being a man.
There's some like I be swiping right, and I'm like, boom, man. I'm like, look, you can't be here, bro. Like,
no.
There were a couple.
Yeah.
I don't know what transsexual,
just
transgender. Sorry,
non-binary.
Sorry.
No, I was seeing binary niggas. I was seeing binary niggas on there. I'm like, bro, do you know how to see? I think you set it up wrong. I think you said it. The shit that kills me, bro, is when you see a woman and you look at her bio. I'm just looking for girlfriends. Bitch, why is you looking for niggas too? Who are you
That's
trying to
one
fool?
thing- that's
You're trying to
one
get
thing.
dick, but you're just trying to seem. Look, I appreciate.
Here's the thing. I feel like for girls, it's a on and off switch. Like if they even give like a semblance, like oh yeah, I am down to hook up or something like that, then it's like opening the floodgates for fuckery from dudes. They have to be like, which was one thing that did bother me. Like I don't like seeing like, oh, I'm just on here looking for friends. If you're trying to fuck, don't hit me up. Why are you on Tinder?
Why? Not even that. Just why are you on the niggas side then? Go to where it's just shorties if you're just here looking for friends.
That's
what
true.
lonely bum ass niggas go on fucking Tinder and go put their shit on women so they can find fucking platonic friends, bro? If you do this shit and you're listening, I don't do that shit, bro. If
Or at
you're a
least
man,
go to the
because maybe
opposite
there
gender.
are niggas out here who are doing that shit. It's dumb. Don't do that. Don't look for friends on Tinder. Don't look for friends of the opposite gender on Tinder. You know what Tinder is? It's a fucking dating app.
For real, people.
That's what the shit is. Go to fucking what is it? Bumble. Go to the BFF mode on Bumble, bro.
Yeah, actually.
Don't do that shit. It's dumb.
Actually, you'll know
So-
what the fuck to do when somebody like, oh yeah, I want to be your friend too.
Yeah, bro. Basically, my whole experience with Tinder to reel this shit in, is just getting matches with fucking beautiful ass, interesting ass women, and then
How you know if they're interesting if you even never got
Their
like, a
bio.
reply?
No, I'm not gonna cap. If I match and they have an Instagram in their bio, then I go look at their Instagram
I mean,
to see if they're worth messaging. Because I have matches who are attractive, but I didn't message because they're not they don't come across as interesting people. But yeah, so and then them just not responding for whatever reason, just no response, and that's your prerogative. But why match? I'm totally
is a waste of time. It is a-
fine with swiping right on someone and them not matching me, and that's that.
Yeah.
But why? It's just you're not using the app as it's functioned to use, and maybe this is me who's just fucking a rule follower or whatever. But I just don't understand what you gain from sitting on Tinder and swiping right on people you have no intention of message. It just confuses me.
I feel like some
I'm not
people
trying-
like
I'm not
I
even
did.
salty about
I'm a-
it. Like do I sound? I don't know if I
No, no,
sound
no, no.
salty.
You know.
but just
You-
just
you
truthfully
make sense.
speaking,
Salty,
I
but
just don't understand.
You make sense because no, listen.
Passionately pressed.
I use it. I'm
Yeah.
agree with you. I use it as like a
Pastime.
hot or not type thing.
I mean,
And like if I got like a hot match, I was like, that's me. But like I didn't message them or nothing. I didn't have time to be honest.
That's true.
But you know what I mean? It was just like, yeah, she matched. Yeah. I got a match. I could.
I'm not about to, but I could. I'm not gonna do that, but
But yeah, no, I didn't. I just
that's my bitch, literally, but not actually. Like,
yeah.
Literally, what I. Yeah.
That was my whole experience.
That's all me.
Bumble, Hinge, dead. Tinder got decent amount of matches, just didn't pursue any of them.
and it's just like, bro, like they be bad as hell.
No, but can I be real with y'all? Can I be real with y'all? Like,
Always.
like people like you, me, you like Esper, Nuveaux, me. We really, I'm not trying to gas us up or nothing, but we really don't need dating apps. Like,
I completely
Yeah.
agree.
I'm not saying like it just adds this whole level of like.
Like I've had more outings with like actual female friends in personal life than I've had with like in this time period that I've had with any potential fucking matches.
Yeah,
And it's like damn, I'm not like really out here trying to date these people, but like it's
I'd be open to it, but like it's just not something that I want to do or like how I would want to meet my next significant other.
yeah,
yeah.
it's.
And I also want to say it does add a level of inorganicness to your relationship. You really like when you go
Yeah, it's like how'd you meet? We met
on Tinder.
I was swiping through ugly boys and then I saw his page.
You
and I
feel
was
me? Like there's
"Ooh."
no butterflies when you go walking up to them. There's no.
It's
there's
conscious.
no-
Like, is this person?
Yeah.
Do they look like the picture? I had the person I met up with. I was like, ooh,
Exactly, and then you can meet up with them, and they're just like not what you want. And,
Yeah.
It's so easy to
That's
be.
why Tinder was like, oh, you don't see my height, and then we meet up and you're like, oh, you see my height. All right, cool.
It's so easy to be somebody else through dating apps and the internet in general, obviously, but in the context, it's so easy to be somebody else. It's so easy for people to misinterpret the tone of delivery through text, through singular text messages and whatnot, or someone to not understand your sarcasm, for your charisma to not come through, for someone to make you more charismatic than you actually are, for someone to think you're more excited or less excited. There's so much fine tuning of communication that is not able to be communicated
It's
through
too many
fucking
alterations.
through
You have
fucking
to- you have to
text. It's
filter everything you say, or either like add excess to things you say. I think one thing I noticed about myself is that I got too I don't know, like enthusiastic. Like I don't know, like this one time the match, I like woke up, she was like, oh, how's your day? And I was like, I had a nightmare. And she was like, oh, tell me about it. And like I gave her like paragraphs, and I could have like just told her like this what happened.
He's the
No, I mean
he
like,
gives too much. He gives too
it
much.
was a really interesting
Nuveaux's the
dream.
sensitive one.
Yeah, I'm baby. But it was a really interesting dream, and like I didn't want to like just like go through the whole plot of it
And talk about it. Yeah.
Yeah, but
That might not have been the right person.
I could have just been like, this person fell, and that was a dream, and that would have been like, all right, cool. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's something that's shunned upon to be so ready and willing to actually be like freely and openly communicative with people.
Yeah, through dating apps, it's like
Yeah.
you're supposed to be a little bit just in general, bro. Just like all together, like it's just dating apps are not the thing for me. I don't think dating apps are the thing for us. We're too vocal. They're so like we do so much non-verbal communication, and even then the fine points of our verbal communication. You can't listen, baby, this sauce cannot be communicated digitally. You need to get this sauce in person. You need to get this aroma.
He got all the sauce on his phone screen. Like, what do you know?
The aroma, just you gotta get it in person,
Baby.
baby. See, baby. Look, so dating apps is a no. It's just a no. It's a dub.
It's a
Same.
dub.
It's a super dub. I will.
It's definitely dub with a W on the leaving side, because even though I don't like the experience, I hate it. Like now, I only put so much effort into it so I could have like a pretty good ground base of my experience to be able to talk about it.
Yes,
But
yeah, I did. I definitely did like make sure I used it enough to like to have these opinions.
Yeah.
Like I was definitely on that.
I will say it's definitely like brushed me up on my shot shooting skills, or at least like flirting. Like the one-liners, the 2-liners I was coming up with matches, I was like, yo, no wonder we replied. I mean, look at this. I mean, just come here.
I'm not a one-liner type of guy when it on dating apps or just in general. Like I'm not a one-liner. I'm like
what kind of approach?
Give me your best.
I don't do punchlines.
For example, there was this girl on Tinder, the one that I matched with on Tinder and Bumble. She had this one artist on her Tinder. You know how Tinder gives you like the music picks, all that, and her favorite song was this dude. I never heard of him, and I was like, I listened to the song. It was like kind of like rowdy song, and I was like, okay. And so my one line was like, okay, so if this song, like that specific song, if this song comes on in the mosh pit, in the concert, you jump in the mosh pit or not? And like a day later, she replied, she was like, oh yeah, I mean, like I'd get stomped, but for anything for this dude. And then boom, the conversation happened. I mean, like you got to play it by ear for whoever you're talking to, but it's something that like it's gonna interest them.
I'm mad that's what you use as an example for your sauce, though. Like that was the least sauciest way to start it. It was a good approach, but when you're talking about sauce, man, you just kind of. That shit was.
You don't. That's the thing about Tinder. People like to have that conversation first. Like if you want to get spicy and all that, they have Snapchat for that. People don't like to like be flirting on Tinder unless like you're already ready for that.
You know how many bios I read talking about send me your best punchline.
That's so they can.
What is your?
Look. Literally that punchline.
I got you right now. I got you right now. I hope you zoom into this camera.
This camera, that camera. Tell me your punchline.
Go ahead.
Listen, baby. I will be the best 2.5 minutes of your life.
The Let them know. Let them
Baby.
know. What's your best punchline?
My best punchline. I don't use punchline. I literally don't use.
I know. Okay, but
the best one that I used was definitely this girl. I matched this girl on Hinged, and I said Hinged, and my thing was Shawty a little baddie. She gonna be my boo thing. And then she replied with like, and I got that fatty. And I was like, I slept. I just went straight to the, I hope you do be catching mood swings. But I should have said, and she got the fatty. She did have the fatty though.
She did?
She did. She really did. I mean, it's still here, but like, she did.
Past tense. It's not with us anymore. I blew it out.
She was the girl I told the dream to, and I was like, oh. She honestly like if I met her in person, I probably wouldn't even think twice about like talking to her. But we matched, and I was like, all right, cool. Yeah, not the kind of person I would pursue, but it's weird. It puts a wide variety of people in front of you. That it opens your scope. Mm-hmm. But it's not really like you know what you like, and like you can be open to new people, but not really.
The way I started swiping on people was like, if she was trying to smash, what would I do? And I got way less like harsh. You know, it's like my swipes. Like I was, at the beginning, I was like, nah. I was like, right. I mean, still like. There was like 7s and up, you know what's up, but like
I hear it.
But there was just like my.
You gotta
like,
give some up to the 4s, bro.
4s are for the floor. I don't know what y'all talking about. Okay.
3s are for the trees.
It's a beat 4 to the floor.
My punchline. Bro, honestly, the one I used that like got a response was, I don't have a punchline. You're just gorgeous as hell. The fuck? Yeah. And she was like, that's the best one I've heard so far. I was like,
oh, so you just want some dig? Okay,
right,
cool.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. And punchlines. I don't approach conversations with punchlines.
It is weird to like start that initiation, that conversation with like the mindset like, oh yeah, this person wants dick or this person wants pussy or whatever. It's
a dating app, bro.
Yeah, but like
part of dating is having sex. So.
Yes, I almost debated that.
He's like,
woo, dang, yeah. No.
Do you need fuck?
Got the real primitive. That's like one of you. Like,
it's like I'm looking at my club. Like,
what is it, the hierarchy of needs? The hierarchy needs like, is that up there? Is that up there?
Yeah. Like so he's looking at his club. Oh my god. Oh,
that was
fucking
out of pocket. But,
oh my god, yeah, dating apps are dead.
It puts you out of your element.
They're
doesn't matter who
agreed,
it is. They're
dead.
I mean, you can have the element, but
you definitely
normally,
yeah.
No.
Dating apps are dead. I just want to say though, Sierra from Tinder, if you see this. Please log in and respond to my message.
I forgot what
I am ready to fucking look, whatever you want, the biggest Chanel bag in the store. like you can get it. Like
you can get
it
right from the flea market too.
I forgot. But whoever that girl who would jump in the mosh pit for that artist, like her. That's really. She's never gonna see this. But
you said he's never gonna see this.
She did not. Stop it. Stop it.
Jesus.
Trying to violate,
Jesus.
Bro. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
all right.
I just want her. Literally her. I was like,
So they're deaded. So our last topic, we're going into
we're gonna have to
flirting.
We have to like break up. We just like
we were running right into flirting since we all clearly have we don't do punchlines
except for me.
How do y'all get down? You see shorty.
First off, I think flirting is a general thing, so you have to know who to do it with. And
what
there's different types of flirting. Like you can flirt with coworkers and have like your work.
What is
all that
flirting?
Flirting, actually, I have a
what
definition.
Is flirting for you?
Flirting, not a definition, like a description. Flirting is like this, like two-way street of perceived and missed communication cues and invitations and like green light, yellow lights, not sometimes red lights, but it's just little give and take that you give to somebody. You give them a little bit of like enjoyment and, you know, praise. Not even praise, but like you tickle their you tickle their little funny
Ego.
Yeah. That's
you was tickling balls just now. I was looking at your fingers like, hey, bro,
I was tickling your elbow, bro. I was tickling your elbow.
I was looking at your hands like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? This thing was
Hector the server. Hector the server. Hey, Hector.
Yeah, so basically it's like this little back and forth of
I told you it could have been a he, bro.
taken and missed opportunities to, you know, further.
That's a really weird definition. I'm like, that is a really weird definition. I think flirting is the exchange of romantically or sexually charged
stimulus.
Signals. Yeah.
Yeah, that's some more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Like to put
But
it simply.
flirting is strictly like sexual, not sexual, but it's more like oriented towards like
It's sexual
romance.
and
It's
sexual,
romantic.
sexual and romantic.
Yeah,
It's
romantic.
both. It's both.
Yeah.
You can have strictly sexual flirting, or you can have strictly romantic, or you can have a mix
but
of
it
both.
falls under the under me trying to get at someone.
intimacy.
I'm trying to like classify it in a way, because you can flirt seriously, and then there can also just be playful flirting. Which, for the record, I'm not a fan of playful flirting.
It's not. It's
Why? Because you can send bad false signals.
No,
It's
not.
not even
I don't.
'cause-
I'm not the type. I don't like being teased. So I don't want to be flirted with, and it's just. Oh no, I'm just. It's like it's just.
That shit is annoying.
It's
That
just.
shit really
yeah,
is
I don't
annoying.
like. I don't like being teased. But also, I'd be flirt. Look. You see a really beautiful woman, even if she's out, even if you guys are coworkers. How you not gonna flirt? Like that's just what my mind defaults to. But also, the thing is, like, I'm also like gently nudging it like forward. Like, you know, every time. So it's like, it's harmless, but also like
It's hard.
one day I'm also like at the end of the day, like, you know, one day I'm gonna blow your back out, right? So how harmless is it really? Like, you're gonna need a back brace the day after. So
This nigga keeps talking. That's one thing about me. Like flirting is much less of a directional thing for me. Like I don't really have like a. That's why like flirting is more of a concept. Like if somebody could give me like the lost ancient scrolls of flirting, that would be greatly appreciated, because I can do it, but like
Hither thee to thy room.
Hear ye, shoddy. But yeah, I can flirt. It's a lot about like being quick on the responses and like being able to go in line with what the topic or the nature of the conversation is.
ad-libbing. You got to be good at ad-libbing for flirting. You got to be able to just throw something out and they throw something back and you throw something. Not being able to do that, like if you can't ad-lib in conversations good, you're not a good flirter. Like I'm just gonna say that if you can't think on your feet,
And you got to be smooth with that shit too.
if you can't think on your feet,
If you can give a quick reply, but it actually like turns the direction of the conversation, like that's it. You got cold stove now.
you gotta know how to work the conversation.
Yeah, and the thing is, a lot of the flirting cues that I take, unlike flirting for me, oftentimes isn't verbal.
This nigga just be winking at bitches.
I don't be winking.
He's be like, and then she's like, hi, and you're like, no, what you thought this was? Don't talk to me.
Oh my gosh, did you just say hi to me?
We can have a conversation.
Write this in my journal.
Just kidding. Unless, but no, I like the more physically present cues. Like, I feel like this is a really minute one, but one of my favorites is like the hair thingy. Like
This nigga always picks the worst examples. So you're telling me a girl's talking to you, she puts her hair behind her ear, that's flirting?
No, not talking to me, but if I sit next to her and I don't know, she does that, and then
she totally wants it, bro.
No. Stop. I said a minute. Like that shit can mean nothing. I know it can mean nothing.
He reads too into it.
This nigga,
I do
seeing
like,
books everywhere. Just read.
She's like, oh, you want a bottle of water?
y'all boys.
Tripping.
Goodbye, streets.
Just hang my jersey up.
The jersey is up. Or has been up.
God.
But no, like I don't know. I think this is another minute one, but it has a little bit more weight. But the leg crossing one, I think is
What the fuck are you talking about, nigga?
Look.
What did you read?
Look.
Look. Oh, so you want to go to my house? We're trying to go to my place right now.
Oh, they got the 45 degree.
These are the craziest.
No,
Hold on. Did you touch your forehead, bro? I'm not trying to go that way. Dog.
Look,
You're really ODing it right
I
now.
matched with. I'm sorry. I don't have a girlfriend, but I have matches.
Sorry, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me.
I'm waiting for him to respond.
Okay, we're done with you, Chris.
But no, I was gonna say like verbal flirting. I don't know. I like my verbal flirting to be like quickly followed by like physical touch. It doesn't have to be like we fuck, but like I don't know. I flirt with people that like I'm already romantically involved with. Cause like aside from that, flirting will happen. Flirting will happen like through text or something like that, and it's like, all right, cool. Then we,
So you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Cool.
Nice.
Cool.
Okay.
in-person flirting can be intense, bro.
This nigga was like, yeah, I flirt with my girlfriend.
I flirt with the fuck out of my girlfriend, dog.
Wait, do people in relationships flirt?
Duh. That's called intimacy, and it's a form of intimacy.
Yeah, it's a part of intimacy. Yeah, bro.
That's true.
If you don't flirt with your girlfriend,
Nigga,
she's flirting with somebody else.
I'm saying, you better remind her.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
No, flirting is.
I'm not just straight. I'm not a good flirter. I like it.
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not like the best flirter. I mean, I've had my times, but like you said, like there's like you just have to keep hitting it, and then sometimes it just like
it's a button you press for like no reward at that moment.
not even like it's just like the boom, 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 and it comes back on my court, and I'm like, cool. What are we gonna do now?
What do now?
It's you gotta first there's if you're flirting for real or if you're flirting like just playfully. But even for me sometimes like flirting I can only flirt playfully for so long before it's like, all right, so what are we gonna do like for real? Like after a certain amount of flirting, and I'm not talking about like I'm thinking with like right now a coworker like over a span of like multiple shifts and everything. There comes a certain point. Yeah, over multiple shifts. Well, you gonna flirt with one of your coworkers for one day and be like, so what are you doing after this?
I was spending like a month of being coworkers.
Well, you're opening a whole new can of worms when you're trying to get with a coworker, but
that's
one other conversation.
Okay.
But
So,
yeah, I hear you.
So we're talking about like you see a girl and you're trying to flirt. You're trying to pick her up.
No, you say you're
What is the
just
scenario?
having a
My
conversation, and then you're like, you know what? Let me like not gonna shoot my shot, but let me like warm it up.
That's never a conscious decision for me. Either from the beginning I'm flirting with you, or I will never flirt with you.
Oh, that's
Yeah, either from the beginning I'm flirting with you, and I mean it's not necessarily flirting super heavy, but I kind of established that from the outset of things.
He wants to know where we're going.
We're not gonna transition into flirting. We can transition out of flirting, and it's like, okay, we're not going that route. We're just gonna be strictly platonic. That's cool. But if I didn't want to flirt with you from the beginning, like then nothing's gonna change.
Damn, so you set standards as soon as you meet someone.
Yeah.
I mean, so you're saying that like down the line, you can't just be like. So you're saying you label someone as like your friend.
He's saying like if it doesn't
that.
fall in his lap like midway through like that relationship, he's not gonna try to warm it up.
That's not what I said at all.
No,
I
no.
said there are people I would flirt with, and there are people I wouldn't flirt with. If I would flirt with you,
all right, we get that, but would you get with someone that you don't flirt with?
no, because if I wanted to get with them, I would be flirting with them.
So the same approach you had when you widen your scope on Tinder matches, when you were like, if this girl trying to get it popping, what would I do?
Yeah, but at that point, I had no intention of doing anything with any of the girls from Tinder.
That's what I said. I mean, that's not what I said. But I'm saying like, if it's not gonna fall in his lap, then he's not gonna warm it up. Like you're not gonna flirt with somebody that you don't intend to. But if that person that you had like a relationship that wasn't involved with flirting was like,
I'm trying to get popping. You'd be like, oh, all right, bet.
Probably not. If I don't flirt with you, I don't think you're
how many
attractive.
people do you flirt with? Do you flirt with everybody? You're like, oh, she's cute. Let me flirt with her.
It's like I said, it's not a conscious decision. My fucking
That's literally that is the conscious.
No, it's not. My unconscious brain just does all that processing for me. And from the get go, I just start flirting or I don't.
All right, so his brain, his conscious brain, you're still the person vouching for both. So you do make that decision.
You're limiting yourself. That's all I'm saying.
I'm limiting myself. How?
Because you set standards for the person as soon as you like start talking to them. Like you're saying you can't change your mind in the future if you learn something new about a person, right? Or if they change their hair or something new about them. You feel me?
Look, if I meet someone,
like you haven't seen somebody, you're like, oh cool, she's whatever, and then you see her braids, you're like, oh, I'm trying to shoot my
yeah.
Come on, don't be arbitrary with yourself.
I'm not. If I meet someone, like I can think of most of the time when I meet a girl, like in any context, like regardless of how heavy or light it is, if this
thing is saying he doesn't know he's gonna flirt. He's like, oh, what am I doing? Oh, I'm flirting. Oh shit. Well, let's keep it. No.
Yeah. No,
I refuse it. Your Honor, objection.
Nigga, that's kind of yeah. Sometimes I'm like, wait, have I been flirting with this person? And I'll be like, no, that has to stop. Or I'll be like, oh, okay. Like literally, sometimes I'll be like, I have this can't keep going. I have to stop flirting with this
Why
person.
do you make that decision?
Because I don't want it to go anywhere.
So your selection process is already flawed. Since you flirt with people unconsciously, you flirt with people who you don't want to flirt with unconsciously, and you're like, oh wait, no, I had to stop.
I'll be like, this isn't the type of like relationship I want with this person.
We're gonna go in circles because it's literally two. Yeah.
But yeah, so for me, flirting is just a means of trying to nudge someone in the direction.
I thought I was gonna say nut in somebody else.
No, nudge someone in the direction of them understanding your intentions towards them.
That's a good way to put it.
Well, if I have intentions,
unless it's playful.
If I flirt with, I flirt with like flirting is play. I feel like I've contradicted myself like a couple times in how I just go about things, and I always do that. My goal is to stop doing that. But if I have intentions, like if I make up my mind that, okay, I want to pursue this person, at that point, I'm just straightforward. I'll be like, hey, like, what are you doing this weekend? Or when are you free? Like, I want to spend time with you. At that point, I'm not flirting anymore. So I think up to that point, we've been flirting.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So that then when it's time, I go to make that decision. The groundwork is already laid.
What? Yeah. So this is you bypassing all the contradictions and saying this is what you actually do.
That's what I'm attempting to do. Yes, I think
starts
this is
before you know you want to pursue this person.
Yeah. That's the whole. That's what I was saying when I say like, oh, I know whether I'm gonna flirt with you from the beginning or not at all. Because if there's no possibility,
you're contradicting yourself again. Right there.
Okay.
That was it. You're saying you from the beginning, you know if you're gonna flirt or not, but then you're saying you flirt with someone before you know if you're gonna go for them.
Before I make the conscious, I didn't see the contradiction there.
So you have somebody that you were flirting with,
yes,
right? And then you're like, all right, boom, I want to pursue them.
Yes.
Okay. So that's the conscious decision.
That's at that point. That's when I make the conscious decision. Yes.
Which at the point you're no longer flirting. You're just like, I want to see you. I want to hang out. Yes. So yes. I'm shooting my shot at that point. You're shooting a shot. So when you do flirt, when it's subconscious, is it? When you have a selection process for flirting because you don't flirt with everybody. You flirt with. I don't even know what your criteria is.
It's just automatic.
It's just automatic.
For the most part, so like
you flirt with people who you don't know that you want to pursue yet. That's the thing.
Yes. Yeah. Because flirting honestly is like, and this is the main thing where I said I'm contradicting myself.
He's a friendly ass.
Is when I said I don't like being teased because I do flirt like just like flirting is not that big a deal to me.
So do you flirt as like a little sonar response? Like you flirt, and if you flirt back, you consider like pursuing it. Or
I mean,
right.
I definitely.
That's one way to put it.
It's not like everybody is up for consideration for me shooting their shot. I think it's just like how is this flirting going? Like, yes, but it's not. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna say yes to is it like
he's confessing? It's like, yeah, I'm gonna.
No, it's just how are things moving? Because there can be people who I flirt with indefinitely, and there's never like I should shoot my shot or anything. It's just like how are things moving? Like someone flirting back with me is not like I'm instantly like, oh shit, okay, boom, I'm gonna shoot my shot. Like
I feel that.
It's like it's a feeling like, okay, now like at this point now I'm really interested in this person. Like flirting is what gets me to that point of being really interested in that person.
Flirting is this doorway, or at least like alleyway, into considering dating.
Yeah, not every person who flirts back am I going to be like, okay, like
let's go.
I'm interested. Like it's yeah. I think does that make more sense now? I feel like I severely was contradicting myself, and I'm like, let me not.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, and on
he's bad. He's like.
I think that's where we are wrapping the episode. For time's sake here.
Anything you want to add, like extracurriculars that we have going on, or
no? You could do a course on flirting.
Right in the. Just do it subconsciously, bro.
Listen,
literally like the video is going. He's like, oh shit.
I have things to think about now. You have opened my eyes to some things.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So we leave you once again with our masculinity laid bare.
Laid bare.
Laid bare.
I just opened the door and my masculinity was like. So once again, if you made it this far, thank you for listening to us, and thank you for supporting us. We're just three dudes talking to each other in a room without you on the other side. So if you have any, I'm forgetting the fucking script. If you let us know your thoughts on our thoughts.
We do love to hear that. You guys had a lot to say about the last episode.
Seriously, that was great. Thank you.
Butter to our bread. So,
thank you. That was great.
Butter some more.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. For Eavesdrop, I'm Esper.
I'm Nuveaux.
And I'm Chris. And we're
Hey.